Caleb, when the Heat start you, obviously there's a certain confidence level there that you can get the job done. Does that inspire you? In other words, we see the dunking motivation, we see the aggression and everything, and I know that's in your game, but what's been sort of the motivational next level, that sort of pushed you through what we've seen, especially lately?
I just think just the more, just more minutes and just get more comfortable. I feel like the just recognizing like when I'm gonna get shots, how I'm gonna get shots, my rotation, like when I'm gonna come in, when I'm gonna come out. Just starting to realize a little bit of everything and kind of putting everything together. Just starting to figure it out, and it just makes it a lot easier and trying to figure out the game.
Yeah, but I know your first year in the short stint, you shot the ball really well, but then the last year, your 3-point shot just wasn't really there. Have you been like tinkering with or changing your shot? And otherwise, how do you explain where 6 threes came from tonight?
A little bit. I mean, I just think a lot of it's just confidence, man. Like I just didn't play with a lot of confidence last year for some reason, and a lot of that was on me and just in my own head. And I just feel a sense of comfortability here and confidence from my coaching staff and my peers, man, my teammates. So just the fact that they are telling me to shoot the ball and want me to shoot the ball and want me to be great, want me to be a good shooter, and they recognize that I can be a consistent shooter. So, and that's just what I'm going to continue to work towards. And I put a lot of work in. I shoot as much as anybody over the summer. So, I feel like I'm just as deserving to get them up as anybody else. But, when the opportunity comes, and it just feels good that guys want me to take those opportunities. So it obviously helps.
Looking at that steal and dunk at the end of the game, was there any thought about pulling that ball out, or was the poster the focus the entire time?
I just, sometimes in situations like that with games, I feel like sometimes you pull it out and just something, what I mean? Just the moment, something ends up happening where you just don't want it to happen, man. I just saw an open lane, and once I seen Holiday still at it, it was one dude I didn't have to worry about swiping at it. So I just saw an open lane. I was like, man, I'm gonna go just try to put an exclamation on the game. So.
Okay, we saw a lot of emotion from you tonight all over, but what does it feel like? Describe that from being able to display that on national TV against the champs, to kind of show the world what you can do.
Yeah, I mean, it feels really good, man. Like, obviously that's part of my job, but like, it's just to bring a sense of urgency and a consistent and attitude and like just passion for the game, and that's my job, is to try to help radiate that. We got a lot of emotional guys on the team and stuff like that too, in terms of like when we're hooping, and so I just like to use my energy. I don't like to be selfish with my energy. I like to try to spread it and let it radiate, and let guys feel how hard I'm playing. And you never know what type of somebody's going through coming into a game mentally or whatever. So it always helps when you see other guys playing really hard. So it makes you want to play hard.
Hey, Caleb, so you told me on media day before the season that you had a lot to show in your bag. Do you still feel like you have a lot more to show? Do you feel like this is something you could do consistently, not necessarily the scoring totals, but just in general, the offensive production on a night-to-night basis?
Yeah, I mean, before I even got into the league, I was a scorer. Like, that was first and foremost. Like, that's what I did. That was my job coming out of college. So I was always an offensive threat before I became a defensive threat. I really worked on my defense and stole a lot of stuff from my brother, and just stole a lot of stuff from guys in the NBA, just talking and, just trying to steal stuff to become a better defender. So, so that's why it's crazy whenever guys say that, hey, about defending, because I'm like, dang, that wasn't even my primary. I wasn't even like a defender for like coming out of college. That was like one of my biggest knocks coming out of college, was not being able to defend. And that's all I heard coming through the process, is obviously my mechanics on my shot, but another big one was being able to defend. And so I was offense, Cody was defense. So it's nice to see it come full circle and see that at least that people recognize that I can defend.
How you doing, Caleb?
Good.
You did most of your damage off the ball tonight, particularly with the shooting. What were some of the cracks that you saw in Milwaukee's aggressive scheme? How were you able to find those kind of pockets of space?
I just seen that, I knew from last game I was gonna. It's crazy. I talked to a couple coaches before the game. I was like, I know they're gonna notice. One thing from last game was I got a lot of catch and goes downhill, And so I knew coming into the game, I was going to have a lot of opportunities to catch and shoot today. And so, because guys were going to close out a little bit short to me because I got downhill a lot last game. And I knew that was probably going to be like the scout report thing on me is to, close out a little bit short, make him shoot the three. So I just came in mentally prepared to just catch and shoot with confidence and shoot everyone to knock them down. So I didn't want to hesitate. So that's how I came in today.
I will go via Zoom to Wes Goldberg. Go ahead.
Hey, Caleb. It seems like lately you're making really, really quick decisions whether or not you want to, attack the closeout or take that three or whatever it is that you want to do offensively. Has that been sort of a point of emphasis from coaches from sort of the beginning of the year?
Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, especially with guys like someone like me in my role right now, that's what coaches want from us is to make quick decisions like that, and it just makes the game easier. Honestly, the more you hesitate, and I've realized obviously this is my third year, so the more I realize, the more I hesitate, the harder the game is. Like it's harder to figure it out on the fly because guys are so athletic and so smart, and you got to figure it out pretty quick. So that's why I feel like the game is slowing down for me because I'm starting to read that better and make quicker decisions. And a lot of good stuff happens when I snap and make quick decisions and get downhill, whether it's get to the line, get to the basket or whatever, or make plays for other guys. So that's definitely been a point of emphasis.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.